Hello, my friends. Happy fall. I hope you're doing great. What an awesome, awesome time of year. I mean, you got NFL football, you got college football. Midnight Madness is this week for college basketball. You got playoff baseball. It is my favorite time. I absolutely adore this time of year. And preseason NBA and all the new stuff coming out for cards. For basketball, I totally dig it. Obviously, for my post that y'all have seen, I had the wonderful experience to be with my wife up at the Bengals Seahawks game. And honestly, for you Seahawks fans, I always like the Seahawks and most Seattle sports, as you can tell from my Kevin Durant Supersonics collection. But it's a compliment to y'all that you could be 2-2 coming in to Cincinnati, and if we come back in this crazy game, which you win 99 times out of 100, and it's our franchise moment. So it's really a compliment to y'all. I'm not worried about the Seahawks being great, but plus it's kind of hard to hate the Bengals, right? We've been awful for 20 years, and then we get decent, and then we still can't win a playoff game, and now finally it looks like we got some stuff together to win a couple playoff games. Super Bowl, I'm hopeful, but I mean, I don't think anybody's beating the Packers or the Patriots. I mean, they're pretty special. Anyway, it was awesome. The atmosphere was fantastic, and it was so great to be back up there in that area, which is why I wanted to post this video today, because I was up in Kentucky, and then in Ohio. We were there for a wedding, and then went to the game. But I got stopped by the practice facility and see some friends that still work at UK and all that stuff that I posted. But it got me thinking. I was in my PC wheelhouse there. And it got me thinking about PC tips, especially for younger collectors just getting started and even older guys like me. But because I got a certain way I like to do it, and I thought I would share, because I think it's some cool and simple and cheap stuff. For those of y'all collect college teams, Kentucky, Kansas, Ohio State, whatever, or guys that played there. One thing that I love to do is when I get back into town where that school is, and you can do this online too, of course, but I'll go to the bookstore and I'll get binders for the cards that are not autos or mag worthy or something like that. For instance, I went to the Kentucky bookstore and I got these. So I'll put football in here, basketball in here. I've even gone on eBay and I got this old one from the Kentucky Basketball Museum that used to exist downtown. These aren't expensive, but what I'll do is I'll take the cards, like a bunch of cards like this, stuff that's great that folks have sent me, that are not, like, they're base, they're awesome, I dig them, and they're not going in a mag, but I've got all these great PC cards, and what I'll do is I'll take them and put them in these books, and I've got 6 of these full. Like, here's another one, here's a bigger binder, and that way it kind of makes them a little more special, like Prism Base and things like this. This is all Kentucky guys, and it got 6 of those full, and it's cool because what that does is it makes it, no matter what you get, if it's PC, it matters. And it's special. Yes, they're expensive. Anthony Davis 101 patch autos and all that. But I like anything Kentucky. So next year, or coming up here, and when Patini Contenders comes out in a week or 2 weeks, and I get a Willie Cauley-Stein base card, boom, I'll take 20 of them. Absolutely. I'll put them all into these books and put them in a special shelf. But the cool thing about getting the binders from the bookstore is it's got Kentucky all over it. And I can go right to them. And then you can kind of divide them within the binders, saying, okay, this is my basketball, this is my football. You can do this with pro teams too. I mean, good Lord, they make pro Bengals mittens that look like paws and face paint and necklaces and all that. They make binders like this that you can go get on Amazon or something like that. Or even things like Star Wars, for the Star Wars cards I collect. I mean, good Lord, you can get a Star Wars notebook anywhere, Walmart, and then go put your pages and your cards in there. Now, one thing is, unlike card books that have that straight edge, here, I'll use this one to show you. You know, these have on the rings, it can pinch cards at the bottom because they're all circular. So what you can do is you can put some blank pages at the bottom so nothing gets pinched that you dig. And like this, I got a picture at the top that I took at a Carolina-Kentucky game. And then that way you can keep all your stuff in a cool binder and not get your cards pinched. But that's just something that I think is cool, that I can go right to my Kentucky collection that's all in Kentucky binders. I can go right to my Bengals collection that's all in Bengals binders. And then anything that is sent or given to me that people say, oh, well, that's just a base card. Why do you care about that? And it's like, I do care about it. And it goes into my big collection of base cards that I love. And it's because it's my PC. I love it. So just an idea. On that same note, I get a lot of questions on Instagram, and this is just my opinion. Like I said, I am not the end-all, be-all, know-it-all of collecting. That's the beauty of it. You can do it your own way. But one thing that I hear a lot is, who should I PC? Or I see other people talking to each other, what guy should I PC? What guy should I PC? I would say don't go about it that way. I would say figure it out yourself. Because if you go based on what somebody else has told you, then it's really easy to just drop. And when things get bad for that player or that team or whatever. One of the beauties of this weekend was there are a lot of reasons why I'm a Bengals fan. I grew up an hour from Cincinnati. My wife loves the Bengals. My first NFL game was a Bengals game. All that kind of stuff. But because I had that attachment to it, I stuck with them through the hard times. So that makes this even that much more sweet. If you want to PC a basketball player, and I'm not saying you can't figure it out and ask people's opinions, you should, but don't base everything on one other person's opinion, because there's so much information out there to help you figure it out, and that becomes the fun part of it, the PC, that you chose it, you are the one that made the decision, and you are going all in on this player or this person or this team or whatever. For instance, you want to collect somebody in basketball. You want to do a PC in basketball. And I've had this question before. Then look, what do you like? Start from that. Do you and paint yourself into the corner of your PC, back into it. Do you like a guy like DeMarcus Cousins, a big dude that just jams on people, doesn't shoot a lot of threes? Or do you like a Steph Curry, Derrick Rose, sick handles, shooting anybody's face? How many times has Steph Curry dunked? Not much. Right? But you say, okay, that's what I like. I like shooting guards. Okay? Go Google the All-Star teams of the last 5 years. Who are the shooting guards? All right? Take that. Say, all right, I know these names. Now go YouTube and see if there's a play or something about them that just catches your heart or your attention or your eye. Then look them up. Say, are they do they have a family like Steph Curry? Does he have, he's got a brother that plays. Well, I got a brother that plays. Okay, that's cool. I kind of dig that. Find reasons to PC somebody that appeal to you in your heart, and then go for it from there, especially if you're looking for one. So, like, for instance, growing up in Kentucky, we don't have any pro teams. And especially back in the day, even in the NFL, the Panthers didn't exist. The Titans didn't exist. The closest thing to us were Bengals, and then the Falcons, and then the Redskins. And that's a long way away. So, Bengals, we all kind of grew up Cincinnati Bengals and Reds and fans like that. But I became a Braves fan for a lot of reasons. All right, great. So, there are reasons why you would go out and PC somebody because you don't have a pro team like we don't. In NBA, there's guys I PC for certain reasons. But anyway, create it yourself. Find it yourself. Research it yourself. Pick it yourself. Get the opinions of others, for sure. But build that foundation on your own strength of mind and desire and appeal. And then go do stuff like fun binders, pictures, things like that. Create a cool display. That's when it starts small and then turns into something like this, which is exactly, I started small, little display in my room, and it turned into this and into the man cave. Anyway, that's just my advice. So, the other thing I wanted to show you is the cool stuff I posted from my friend in Kentucky that gave me this awesome Carl Towns worn warm-up jersey from the Carolina, Kentucky Alumni Charity Pro Game. I love that they had their own logo for the game. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I can't see. So, yeah, everything's backwards. But it's not autographed or anything like that, but we were at the game. I was there with Brad and Ryan, Bo Sox General and Car Collector 2 and other people and their friends. And that's what makes this so special. I don't even know what the value is, and I don't care. It's never going anywhere. Then I had to show you these. This is ridiculous. That is a big shoe. Carl Towns. These are the signed Carl Towns shoes that my friend gave me. Look at the size of these things. Size 20. I mean, I'm